How is everyone? Hello, hello. Testing. Testing. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Red thread, Typhon, tear off med pouches, modular spent mags, super duper ultra MAGA kit bags, WebDad, what's up? Charlie Wood, Scott Graham, what's going on? Multicam lever gun rigs, black butt packs, arid tool bags. Eagle, what's up? Scott Graham, Moreno, what's up? Second Militia, Jonathan Cam, Jason, what's up? Daniel, what's going on? D-Maze, D-Maz, JT, what's up, guys? How are you? How are we? That's the new shirt. I feel like this competition is almost dirty. Is that better? I think that's better. Man down. Have you guys seen these? How they spent mags work? So these are super rigid right here in the face, right? Almost crush proof, right? It holds them open, right? 4 chem lights. The lid closes down. This lid opens up and velcros back to itself, right? Exposing these lips right here. So you can push your hand through here, grab shot shells, flash bangs, grenades, whatever you want. They have 3 rows, they have 4 rows of pals on the back so you can attach them to modular things. These top 2 rows have scuba webbing so that they are super stiff. You can actually attach through the scuba webbing. We've slotted it there. So if you want to make them real solid, it has a hanger, and it comes with a hanger, and it also comes with a leg strap. And that's how all the subloads, that's how all those spent mags are. The modular ones are the exact same. They just don't have the chem lights or the pistol mags on the side. They're just modular. These ones still need some cleanup. The Velcro's got to be trimmed on them. Peck, what's up? Cassidy. Chicken Hawk Farmstead, what's up? So that's how those are. And then let me show you the leg straps that come with all of our subloads too. And there's different sizes. They don't all use the exact same leg strap, but the leg straps are all built in the same manner. What you have, this buckle is sewn through webbing. Instead of most companies we've seen take the elastic and sew it right here because it's way less work that way. Ours are sewn into webbing with the Velcro, and you can move them left or right, whichever way you want. And then there's 2 layers of elastic sewn independently. So if you cut the top layer, there is still a second layer. The reason we do that is so that the elastic is towards the back of your leg, where it's going to catch the least amount of damage as you're breaking brush, coming up against edges of buildings, whatever you're doing. The weakest part of the leg strap is the elastic. So we have put it towards the back of the leg where it receives the least amount of damage. That's how we've made these leg straps for 35 years now. And that's the same way we still make them. Spags, what's up, man? How are you? How about that Inflation Reduction Act? Yeah, the Inflation Reduction Act. 87,000 new IRS troopers. Let's call them what they are, right? IRS stormtroopers. Armed IRS stormtroopers. Don't worry. If you don't make over $400,000, though, it won't affect you. Really? Who do you think they're going after? Less than 50% of the population pays income taxes. Is that what I heard? I seem to keep hearing that over and over, right? They're coming after you. They're coming after your cash tips. They're coming after your person to person, in person. They're coming after your money. Why do you think they want to get rid of the dollar? So that they can track everything you do. Why do you think they want it in your bank account if you had over $600? But you guys threw enough of a fit about that. They pivoted and did something different. Sandy Phillips, what's up? Byron Roberts, what's up? Has Spent Mag ever been made in multicam black? I don't think so. I feel like we might have done a run of them in the last year in multicam black. I don't think so, though. Middle of watching the testimony interview. Right on, man. Right on, Iridium. Pushing us more to Bitcoin. How can they get their hooks in Bitcoin? I feel like they can. I don't know how, but I feel like they can get their hooks in Bitcoin somehow, right? Maybe if you're off of a decentralized exchange, then you'd be safe, right? But you've got to, well, I mean, maybe the Lightning Network takes care of that. But I feel like they will buy it or co-opt it. Like somehow it will become theirs somehow. I mean, I heard today BlackRock, Bitcoin just went up, what, $1,000 today? BlackRock is doing some deal with Bitcoin right now. That can't be good for us. I went to buy a 50-cent Star Crunch at the gas station, and it went up to $1.50. I don't know what a Star Crunch is. Byron Roberts, thanks for the like and share. John, I found 50-pound bags of rice, Bowling Green, Sam's Club. Laugh out loud. Right on, man. Right on. Heading home from work. I look forward to listening on my drive. Dale, be careful on your drive, buddy. Just got back from a 4-hour hike in the Rocky Mountains with friends. Had a pretty good day. Right on. Good for that. Sounds awesome, man. Good for you. You got any photos of that? You got any proof of that? That's not what I'm asking. Do you have any photos of that? The Rocky Mountains. Vanguard has been running crazy ads here lately. It's always funny, the ads they run, right? I watch a lot of, well, probably your guys' videos during the day. And they always run this ad for like this carbon-free bacon, this equality bacon brand. Why can't we leave ads for the, why can't we leave comments for the ads they make us watch? Like, why can't I leave a comment? Like, I'm never going to buy your fucking bacon. It's a pig, right? It's a pig. I don't give a fuck if it's equal. I don't give a fuck if I want my pigs to fart and wallow around in shit and I just want to eat them for bacon. I don't fucking care about your virtue signaling. Because that's the comment I would want to leave. Just got back from the gym, grabbed some Hawaiian Bros on the way home. Do they have Hawaiian Bros in Nashville? Medi, I don't know what that is. Is it burgers or is it like sandwiches? What is it? About as funny as the drug ads saying you'll get a deadly rash on your taint. Yeah. Do you remember when they came out with Olestra, right? You could eat all the chips you wanted because it passed through your body. Do you remember when the bag said may cause anal seepage? Like it literally said that on the fucking bag. May cause anal seepage. This is the shirt that we just dropped tonight. If you order this, it will ship to you tomorrow. Unless you add a bunch of other bullshit. Is that the burger brand from Pulp Fiction? Huh. Patrick Lee, hit them likes. Yeah, guys, there's 57 you on. I got 44 likes here. And half of them motherfuckers have already skated out of here. So hit them likes, get them numbers up for us. That like number should always be higher than the current view number. Tiger Paw, what's up? What's up, Tiger Paw? I have a lion's paw. I don't have a tiger paw. Tiger shit's kind of hard to come by, actually. There's just less of them. So Hawaiian Bros is like different types of seasoned chicken and rice. Pretty new to the KC area. I would totally try that. I've never heard of it. Like the shirt. Derek, thanks, man. I bet you could stand eating it. I would totally try it. Still have that problem to this day. What problem are we talking about? What do we got? About as funny as the drug ads saying you'll get deadly rash. Oh, we talking about the taint. Star Crunch is a chocolate-covered Little Debbie snack. Okay. All right. Went up 50 cents. Everything is going up, guys. Everything's going up. All of my material costs go up. Like, when we order material, like this stuff, right, Cordura, when we order this, they quote me the price when I tell them what I want. It like fluctuates like the cost of commodities. And it never, I shouldn't say fluctuate. It goes up. It doesn't ever, in the last 3 years, I have not ordered material and had the price come down. What they do is they add a surcharge on, right? There was a COVID surcharge. There's a fuel surcharge. They never remove the surcharges. It just becomes into the new price, and they add some more surcharges. You mentioned the other day something about a tool apron with deeper pockets. Is that happening? It is. It is happening. All of the tool aprons will just be the new tool apron. What about Trump's house getting ready? What do we know about it? I mean, all I know is probably what you guys know. I heard Tim Pool mention it. When I was in the shower, I was listening to Tim Pool. I looked on YouTube, and there's like some helicopter views flying around Mar-a-Lago. I heard Trump released a statement. I think that's how that information got out there, but I haven't heard anything. What are they after? Who are they after? Mentioned the other day something about tool apron. Okay, we read that one. Tim was on top of it, but got a little off subject. I'm always amazed, right? I'm always amazed how I know more than Tim Pool. I'm always amazed by that. I like Tim Pool's content, but he was reporting on the guy that got stabbed in Las Vegas, right at the vape shop. Comes in, robs the vape shop, jumps over the counter, right? Dude stabs him. How did Tim Pool not know that that dude is 17 years old? How did Tim Pool not know that the dude, when he realized the kid was 17, he called the kid's mom and let the kid speak to his mom? How did Tim Pool not know those things when I have known those things for over 3 days now? Literally since the day after it happened. Why doesn't he know that shit? Especially with all the people behind him. Or does he, for some reason, intend to leave those pieces out of there? I like Tim's stuff, but he's always fucking 4 or 5 days behind it all. Reuters is live on YouTube. Lots of Trump supporters are showing up at Mar-a-Lago. Oh yeah, there's a fucking ton of them. They're having, like, law enforcement is trying to keep them back. There's tons of them out there. And if you look at the liberal reporting agencies, there's not any, like, at least I didn't see any as I scrolled through really fast. Everything on there is in support of Trump. Remember when you started saying the world is on fire? Seems like it's been on fire ever since. Yeah. The sloth den. You mentioned the other day something about tool. Okay, I keep reading that. I don't know why I keep getting to that one. Saying he took classified materials from Washington to Mar-a-Lago. Maybe they'll find Hillary's server. Maybe they'll find the Dominion voting machines. Maybe, just maybe they'll find who really bombed Nashville on Christmas Day. Maybe they'll find that, or Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Maybe they'll find who launched that Tomahawk missile, right? Or the rods of God, right? Maybe they'll find out what Bush meant when he said, the terrorists told us they put explosives so the people in the top levels of the tower couldn't escape. Because there's a video of Bush saying that's going around all over Facebook right now from him in an interview. George Bush, 1,000 points of light. Wouldn't be prudent, right? George Bush saying the terrorists told us about the explosive they planted in the towers. If you scroll through TikTok, there's often Trump versus Biden streams, and Trump almost always wins by a lot. Fox News YouTube channel has not been updated in a while. Bob Lester, color spent mag. Yes, there will be. So we were low on most materials. So a lot of black stuff got run. Yes, there absolutely will be. I know Amanda said you had asked about modulars. Or for some reason she thought you asked modulars. We will be doing both. I thought you wanted Kimlite pistols. But yes, there will be more coming in the colors that you want. There's also some conversation or misunderstanding. You guys order stuff oftentimes like in Coyote. I think you just ordered some H sets. And she's like, why the fuck are they ordering these? Those boys have Highlander. Like Amanda knows exactly what your kids have. So I don't know if, I just feel like you have a bunch of other shit that's Coyote, or you just don't give a shit because when you roll around, it's all going to be the same color anyways. The other option might be that you just can't order Highlander H sets online and you were only able to sneak an order in for a Coyote one maybe. I don't know. Amy, what's up? Welcome. Glad you made it tonight. What do you think about Trump's misogynistic behavior? Would you agree that Trump is a woman hater? I don't know. I'm sure you could find, if you went back in my past, having asked me that question, I think you would be very amazed to find out that I have said things probably way worse about women than Trump has. So I don't know. I don't care. What I care about in somebody leading this country is that the things they do make my life better. That's literally what I care about. See, most people, and I think the lower level people, also the welfare recipients, I think that's what they want too, free money, right? The difference between them getting free money and me getting money is I'm just keeping more of the money that I earned, and my employees are keeping more of the money they earned. Whereas the welfare recipients, when it's the other team, they take that money from us to give to motherfuckers that don't work. In my 50 years of life, Trump is the only president that has done some shit that made things simpler in my business, made my bank account a little bigger, and was doing things that were better for my employees and my family. That's the difference. That's all I give a shit about. Did we have fucking terrorists coming across the border? Were we about to get in wars? Were we causing problems around the world? Or were we more at peace around the world and had better trade agreements, right? I don't think we should be in NATO. I don't think NATO should exist. But as far as what he says to women, I don't give a fuck. Because I think you should speak to a woman the same way you speak to a man if she fucking has a problem like a man has a problem. I think that's just it. I don't care that he said mean words. Because if you are asking me that question, you obviously don't know me very well. Because I promise you, you can find way worse shit out there coming out of my mouth than you can out of Trump's mouth. I just ordered what I can when it's available. It all turns the same color. Coyote match. I understand. I didn't get notified. Had to hunt. Isn't that a trip, Amy? Sometimes, like, if I'm trying to watch Tim Pool, like, I can't even find his live feed. But we're having some propagation issues. And what I mean by that is we're having algorithm issues. So when we load videos, a monetized video has a green $sign. This is on our back end. You guys won't see this. But what they do is they partially monetize my video. So it has a yellow $sign. And when we look at the videos, the last video that had real high rankings was about 2 weeks ago. And that's the last time they fully monetized a video. So here's what they do, right? You can dispute their partial monetization. And when we do, we almost always win. But it takes 7 to 10 days for it to go through. So a week from now, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. Your shit's good to go, fully monetized. Well, it doesn't get any views. And it doesn't go into the propagation. So whatever I'm saying that they don't like, they basically drag their feet on it for 10 days. And then they put it out after it's no longer a hot topic, or after you guys are, because most people are only looking for content that pops up in front of them. They're not scrolling back in our videos. Although for some reason I have a video of a skelecock, right? A Halloween promotion we did. It was a skeleton painted on a combat cock, like it had ribs. That's a 5-year-old video. Somebody commented on it today. Spags commented on it a week or two ago. It's coming up for some reason in their news feed or in their YouTube feed. Jose, what's up, buddy? I went back and watched some of Scully videos. That stuff is gold. Yep. Can't wait for SRF Chicken Hawk Farmstead. Have you and I met? Whether we have or not, make sure you find me at Self-Reliance Festival, and let's make sure that I know who you are. As in, just introduce yourself. I'm sure I know you, but... Tiger Paw. Those feeds have a lot of ads also. Yeah, so that's the crazy shit, right? Our unmonetized ads, they still put all the commercials in them. They just don't give us any fucking of the money off the commercial. They're still fucking chock full of fucking commercials. And they don't let you skip them. What am I looking at right here? I do Fireside Freedom podcast with Tim, Toolman, Cook, and others. Awesome. Nicole and I are doing a live tomorrow with Tim the Toolman. How do I become a member? Can somebody tell her how to become a member? For some reason, if you have Apple phone, there's some, basically Apple went to YouTube and told them they had to do something, or YouTube told Apple something. Somebody told the other fuck off. So there's a problem with you guys with Apple phones. I think you have to do it from a laptop. But there's a button there that says membership or says join. And you do that. And I want to say it's $1 a month. It only costs $1. So when you do that, you get notifications. You'll get an email when we go live or when a video goes up. And we also do private videos. There's a couple private videos every week. And only members get access to those videos. Amy Lynn, log into YouTube from a laptop desktop when you will be able to join. Chicken Hawk, thanks for joining up. Fat Nuts, what's up, man? How are you? You need to hide phrases or things in videos and do callbacks to those in later videos for discounts and giveaways. Yeah, we do need to trick people. You're right. We need to bribe them. I always intend to give away shirts or do contests. The problem is I just don't have fucking bodies to do it. That means I have to do it. Thinking about starting my own podcast revolving around preparedness and guns. You should. I mean, there's only 1 million of them. You have plenty of what's the word I'm looking for? You have plenty of examples. So find one that you like, or maybe you don't like any of them, right? How would you do it? What would you do to build one that you do like. You should do that. Why not do it? All you need is 1,000 true fans. If you have 1,000 people that seek you out, 1,000 people that want to be part of what you're doing, 1,000 people that will give you $5 a month, that's $5,000. That's more than most people in the United States make in a month, right? That's $5,000. Now, how do you scale that to $5 a week, right? That's $20,000 a month. How do you do that, right? If you want to make $1 million, you need to know how much money you have to make every day. And to do that, you really need to know how much money you need to make every hour. To make $1 million, to do $1 million in sales, I need $3,000 in sales a day. That's what it takes to get $1 million. My flat line, like if I'm making less than $3,000 a day, I'm concerned. But then other days I make $15,000 and $20,000 a day. So how much money do you need to make to live the quality of life and be able to do the things you want to do? And it doesn't all have to come from that, but it starts from that, right? So you get the eyeballs, you have the loyal followers, the loyal fans, the loyal friends, the loyal family members, whatever we're going to brand them as. But you also has to be truth in that term. Then when you have the audience, people will want to fuck with you and do other things, right? Jackery will come to you and go, hey, we'll give you an affiliate code if you talk about this product. And you're like, yeah, I totally know Jackery. I actually believe in the product. That sounds like a good deal, right? So you get money every time they use your link to buy a Jackery product. Try to arrange it with the company to where your customer also gets a discount and it's not just you getting a kickback. They will appreciate that, right? If Jackery's going to give you 50 for each sale and not give your customer 50 off, maybe you negotiate with them. Hey, you give me 25 and you give my customer a $25 discount, right? Whatever you have to do. And then you make a little money there. And then you use affiliate links and Amazon links and you do videos and, there's a lot of ways to make money once you have eyeballs. Haven't seen your 4:30 a.m. videos lately except for very short one the other day. Are those members only? They are not. I usually just don't put them on YouTube. They are on Instagram. Why do I do that? Because I want you on all the platforms. Instagram is something I can do really quickly, and I have a bigger following on Instagram, and it's very easy to put it up there. I put them on TikTok also because my TikTok is the only thing that's actually growing organically. If you're doing business and you're not on TikTok, you are missing an entirely new audience. There will be some crossover, but most of the people on my TikTok were not on my other platforms. And they also don't watch my YouTube videos. So develop that audience. It's very, very easy to do. The music is better. The editing on it is, I think, better on TikTok. You can edit and put your video on TikTok and then share it to other platforms. I just found out about some content sites. It's basically, it's an app or a website where you post to one and it auto-populates all of your social media feeds. The 4:30 a.m. videos are typically on Instagram, though. Clever way to eliminate income tax. They probably do surcharges because it's a clever way. Maybe. Amy, thank you for the super chat there. Stay safe, Jason. Roy Ayers, thanks for joining up, man. Amy, what do you do? I know I've asked you that though, but what do you do? You said thank you for the information. What did I say that you can implement, right? Which part stuck out? Take and deliver my extra large Harvest Right freeze dryer on Friday, 6 weeks. That's pretty quick, Scott. Did you use our affiliate link by chance? We get some money back off of that. Anybody buying a Harvest Right freeze dryer, I have an affiliate link that gives us a little bit back off of the order. Telegram and Rumble are the best. So I'm not on Telegram nor Rumble. The Chinese boogeyman, yeah. that's the bill of goods you've all been sold about TikTok, right? And I don't dispute it. It probably is true. If you look at TikTok in China, it has all kinds of shit. It does all kinds of shit that it doesn't do in the United States, right? It has online shopping. It has click-through links. It does a lot of stuff. That's coming to the US version. But you've been sold, oh, don't use TikTok because it's China. Are you worried about China? Or are you more worried that your government went to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram over 1 million times last year and got evidence and search warrants based on the evidence? And not only that, they got all your private messaging when they requested it. Everything you've said to your wife, every crude thing you've said to your girlfriend, all those pictures she sent you, they have all that shit. I ain't worried about fucking China knocking on my door. I'm more worried about the fucking corrupt government. I'm more worried about our government than China. But they want you scared of TikTok because they can't control TikTok. They already control all the other platforms. Motivates you to work harder, right on. Several reports the FBI is raiding Trump Mar-a-Lago. I think it's already done. I think that's already happened. Funny timing on the raid for something that happened more than 1.5 years ago. Yeah. When's the last time you saw a fucking president raided? When's the last time that happened? Did you ever see Hillary Clinton raided? What happened to the server, right? Where's that? How about Epstein's list? How about Hillary Clinton and Epstein? Bill Clinton and Epstein, right? TikTok makes some money and gets actual reach where Instagram, Facebook, that's right. Scott, thank you for using the affiliate link. American justice is under. I think we can even simplify that a little and just say America is under attack from within. Is there more of us or is there more of them? Probably these surcharges to liberal. Scott Graham, favorite contact you do, content. Instagram sucks. To liberal, Telegram, and Rumble. Well, Angel, if you are in business, you're not making near the money, you're not making near the reach, and you are nowhere near your fucking potential because you're too busy crying about Instagram. Figure out how to manipulate the system or stay in your little micro, minuscule group, right? How many are in your group on Rumble? How many people do you interact with on a daily basis? Because my reach is over fucking 5,000 the first fucking 5 minutes my shit's up. And the people that I actually deal with in real life, they're on Instagram. And that's the gatekeeper, right? If you want to do something big with big name artists in music, that's going to probably happen because you fucking had access and reach to them. There is no more gatekeeper. And that generally is going to happen on Instagram. Donald Trump Jr. doesn't follow me on Rumble. He doesn't follow me on fucking Telegram. He follows me on Instagram. Have a friend who got VAT, tested positive for tuberculosis, although it was dormant. Heard anything about that? I have not, man. I have not. Second militia, have a great night. Armed agencies, new Gestapo. Very much headed towards Nazi Germany. And it's weird when I say that, even people in our communities will take issue with that. You are the carbon they are trying to reduce. Instagram can also be shut down for certain posts. Fuck yes, it can. And you're a fucking fool to think that the others won't be. Cut your nose to spite your face. When I hear that argument, it's usually from people who are not fucking performing at a high level. It's usually from people, and I don't know you at all. But for the rest of everybody listening, that's the same argument as I don't buy property because I still have to pay property tax, so I don't own it. It's the same fucking argument. You can squeal sovereign citizen all day long. The cops are still going to bounce you off the ground, pepper spray you, and arrest you. Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, the outcome will remain the same. Don't pay taxes and see what fucking happens. It's the same shit. I'm not going to use Instagram. Okay, don't use Instagram. When I post on Instagram, all this stuff sells out. When I post on MeWe's, Local, Float, Getter, it doesn't sell out. I have very hardcore people who are there for in case Instagram or Facebook locks us out. I've never been locked out of Instagram, ever. I've had 30-day bans a dozen times from Facebook. Welcome, SOE family member. Awesome, Amy. Thank you for joining. Anything can be shut down. And what was the one that Ruben or whatever put together? And then he fucking went and sold it, right? Shit, even over on True Social, they're fucking, locking people out. You need to do a t-shirt club that is a subscription base. Just send me every shirt. Quality American-made ferro rod. I don't have a fucking clue, man. Is it really American-made? Like that's the thing. Everybody's so stuck on American-made. That's awesome. But the person you're buying it from in the United States is still making money on it. Do you think your tires are American-made? How about that? How about that Chevy? How about that Ford? How about that Chrysler? How about that Dodge? All the parts aren't. They're not coming. None of the parts are coming from America. Your oil's not. But the dude working at the fucking service station, the guy fucking putting your tires on, he's in America. A ferro rod? I don't know, man. I don't know how you would even build a ferro rod. Isn't a ferro rod just a piece of flint and magnesium that somebody put into a piece of wood with hot glue or epoxied into some deer handle? I don't care about that. I have my time costs too much money for me to research that. I'm more worried about a solid product. That's my concern. What do the reviews say? What is the cost, right? Harvest Right affiliate link is on the website. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. If you go to soetacticalgear.com, and I believe you click it, and it just takes you to Harvest Right and imports the code. When I wore my I'm not participating in New Normal in the city of Chicago, man, did I get looks, and had a couple of Chicago cops that liked it. That's awesome, man. Chicago, who just came out today in their newspaper and said that people can't afford takeout, so they're eating at home and they're giving up meat. That was the headlines in Chicago today. I have a buddy in Chicago that forwarded me that. I said that meat part sounds like propaganda. Or the one Facebook crushed in court because of community guidelines. When have you even seen a company be able to crush another simply because they had different operational standards? Yeah, it's nuts, man. But it's funny how we spend so much time arguing over a fucking social media platform. You don't use it. Okay, I do. But we're on my page, and I'm going to tell you why I do. You're not going to change my mind. And as a matter of fact, I think the reasons that you give are, it's just like, I'm scared of starting a new business because I'm fearful of failure. I'm scared of failure. No, you're fucking lazy. You're just fucking lazy. That's what that is. I am scared. I fear failure, right? Scared of failure. And crying in public is the new publicly acceptable way to be fucking lazy. Steve, what's up, man? How are you? We have been saying that about carbon. We are made of carbon. How can you go to zero? Yeah. Well, wasn't it the what was the bill they just passed last night that they didn't even really have to vote on? Right? They pulled some shit and got it passed through, whatever. And then it was the economic relief bill. Isn't that what it was called? As soon as it passed, they changed it to the green bill and equality bill or some bullshit. They literally changed the name on it. Do you have any Bob type bags? Bailout bags? So what do you picture when you say Bob bag? Because 15 years ago, 20 years ago, everybody was talking Bob bags, right? And it was a cool bag with a bunch of pockets, kind of like a range bag. And you could kind of, like, we made one called the bailout bag, right? It had a waist strap. You could wear it as a giant fanny pack, but it was so big that it needed a cross shoulder strap also. And then it had two handles. It was fucking miserable if you ever had to climb a fence, crawl through tunnels, run with it, right? You know what the best bag is for that? It's a backpack. I don't like sling bags. I hate sling bags. Anything a sling bag will do, a backpack will do better. So I always stick with backpacks. And we make backpacks. We make day packs. I have 83 backpacks out here that are my personal backpacks, right? It's like a tool, right? Can you drive in screws with a hammer? No, but you can hammer them and it'll kind of do the same thing, but you need both tools. And that's how I look at backpacks. Different application. Do you want a really big backpack to keep in your car because you're in the car and the EMP hits and you're never going to make it home, so you got to live in the wilderness for the next 6 months? That's a big ass bag. I've had an 80-pound pack on my back. It'll fuck you up really fast, right? So would you be better off knowing a bunch of bush crafting skills and having a smaller 3-day pack, where in that situation it's probably pretty dangerous? You need to have a lower profile. You need to be able to hide more. You need to be able to move quickly if you need to. So probably a smaller, lighter load. So it's a sliding scale. You can have, let me put this down here. It's a sliding scale. You can have knowledge, skills, or you can have stuff. And the less you have of one, the more you're going to have of the other. But everybody wants to have all this gear and shit. Guilty. Myself, guilty. But when you go through like a field craft class, I watched all these dudes at TAC Response, right? My son was in the class. It was snowing and icing when they did the very first field survival class, right? It was what became the bug out weekend. And everybody came, he's like, okay, go to your car, get all your stuff, right? So everybody has all their stuff. They've got all their kit and everything. He's like, all right, leave that here. He didn't let them take none of that shit. It all stayed in the classroom. All they got to go with was what was in their pockets. And they built fucking lean-tos and fire reflectors. They fucking were shooting fish and cooking it over the campfire and stuff. Cody came back just amazed at all this shit they had that he didn't even take with him, and was fully fucking comfortable in, I want to say it was like 20 degrees out. Been learning bushcrafting. Yeah, my back already sucks. Right on. Appreciate the ferro rod comment. Makes sense. Flyover, man. If you just search U.S. made ferro rod, that's where I would start, right? Google. And if you don't like the answer you get out of Google, try DuckDuckGo, which I believe has been bought by Google. Try Brave browser, right? Because you'll get different answers. You'll just see different propagation. Try all of them. And then what you will find is you can make money making ferro rods, right? We looked at bringing ferro rods in, then we looked at, okay, how are we going to just make ferro rods? Are we going to glue the sparker to the magnesium on the other side? What are we going to put it in for a handle? How are we going to affix it? What kind of epoxy are we going to use? What does that look like? You can buy wholesale bulk ferro rods, and they sell them by diameter and by length. And you can buy a fucking ton of those. You will find that you could buy so many of those and sell a couple of them to your friends to cover the whole entire order. And you can see them on eBay. I believe you can buy bulk raw rods on Amazon. But when you search things like wholesale survival, right? And when you really get to the root of it, most of the dudes selling it in the United States are just repackaging or rebranding, and it's still coming from Alibaba. People have this conception that China makes trash, and they do, because we require trash for our consumerism and for our budget, right? We want fast, and we don't want to pay up front for a product that's going to last 20 years. We would rather throw a washer away every 2 years and just go get the new one that has the new lights and buzzers. You telling me you don't have a television on your washing machine? What? You fucking peasant. But that's how we are, right? That's how we are. And China will make really good shit for you. I know people that source stuff in China. I have a lady that is absolutely horse shit, ape shit irate that we have coffee mugs printed with our logos on them and they say China on the bottom. Like literally losing her mind, cussing me out. I demand an explanation for this. My husband's bought tons of your products. He believes in your product, but we're lighting it all on fire, and he shot your coffee mug with his 22 caliber rifle. That's what the email said. And I said, let me start off right from the front so you don't miss this part. Fuck off. And the device that you're cussing me out with right now, is that Apple or is that a Android phone? Because none of them are made in the United States, right? I don't make coffee mugs. I have tried to source US made coffee mugs, and we have some. I don't fucking like them. I like the traditional coffee mug that fits in my hand. I know we've done several that are bigger. When I get them off the top of the microwave, the coffee mug I use every fucking day are the same blanks. I've got 6 or 7 of them. We made some that were bigger that had red in the inside because I wanted red liner on the inside of the coffee mugs. I don't like that size of coffee mug. That's why I continue to use the blanks that we use. And the company that I use that prints them, guess what? They're in the motherfucking United States. So how many companies, how many employees work at that company, right? And then when they print my coffee mug, most people we're a right-hand dominant society, right? So we would always print the coffee mug so that when you're drinking it, the branding is facing whoever sees the coffee mug. We have them printed on both sides now because I like to see my fucking coffee mug when I'm taking pictures of my breakfast or whatever. I want my branding present. So what did we do? We printed both sides. They're on both sides now. And yes, the coffee mug fucking comes from China or wherever the fuck they come from that month. But I don't make coffee mugs. But what I do make is all of this shit here with all of these US citizens sitting in this building in the United States. But all the shit we make, and this fucking bitch is losing her shit over a fucking coffee mug. Is the spent mag a dump pouch? We make 2 products. We make a dump pouch and a spent mag. And yes, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. Spent mag pouch. It's much more robust. This will hold 6. You could jam 7 M4 mags in here. It's a little tight. What it'll also hold, though, it'll hold a 249 saw box. So if you have like a Shrike or if you have one of those guns that takes a saw drum, your saw drum will fit in that thing. The 200 round linked 5.56 will fit inside these. You can also use them for site-sensitive exploitation stuff, you're grabbing hard drives, you're grabbing paperwork, you're grabbing computers, whatever. You can also use these for shotgun shells. Before we ever made any of the shotgun stuff, this is how dudes carried shotgun, especially like breachers. And then you can also use it for flashbangs or hand grenades. And that's what we built these with Force Recon with the SEAL teams, and that's how they used to do it. Coffee mug I always use is an old blue, unlabeled, straight walled mug. I'm pretty perfect for me. I should get a bunch more made. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And I know what you're talking about. My coffee mug is probably the same as yours. Yeah, I mean, and the crazy shit is, right? Yeah, what all over a coffee mug. The crazy shit is, when I looked up her email address, and her last name was, she has a very unique last name. I don't remember what it is. When I typed it in the system, I have one person with that last name come up, and his last order was in 2014, and he had placed 2 orders. But yeah, your husband's bought a ton of shit. And that's what I said. I go, I can't find your husband in the system, but having a fucking bitch of a wife like you, I'm sure he took your last name and probably has 2 last names, and that's why I can't find him in the system. Coffee mugs. I'm getting sidetracked here. So, I don't like this coffee mug. Looks wonderful. I just don't like it. The coffee mug I do like is right here, right? This camera's messing me up. I'm hitting this, and then I'm dumping water on my feet. Branded both sides. And this coffee mug is mine because it is chipped. That's why this coffee mug came to me. This one is a bigger one, right? And it's branded both sides. It was flat black, red inside. We did it to get the red. This was the one we had to buy. Where's it from? That one says China. This one doesn't say shit. I think they have stickers. Like, we could just peel them off and not have the conversation, but I literally get one of these people every 3 or 4 years. We had somebody's like, I bought a sweater from you and it said something else, but it says made in the motherfucking USA, but it said, and I don't know what it said, but we don't sell sweaters. So maybe they mean hoodies. I don't fucking know. That was a low blow. I don't know what you're talking about. The 2 last names? Well, be the man in your relationship then. Be the person. You can't be 50-50. It can be 49-51, 50-50. It can't be fucking 50-50. Somebody has to lead, and somebody has to make the final decision. And sometimes it can be her, and sometimes it's him. It just depends on the topic, probably. Exotac and SE are both good. I think they're both. Oh, are both of them doing ferro rods? You know, I think we actually sell Exotac here. I'm not sure. I should probably know that, shouldn't I? $249 is why I need to spend that. Of course it is. Of course it is. What are you gonna tell me you don't have an M60? I know you're a little older. I know you saw Rambo. Dave Canterbury's for sure will have. That's a good idea there too. Don't trust DuckDuck. No, they were bought by Google, right? But I think that if you do a search, well, maybe you won't anymore, right? Maybe you won't get 2 different answers anymore. Shooting mats do not have any padding in them. Quant is better. KQWA. Is that a browser? Is that a browser, Angel? guns, coast-to-coast video about a clothing company caught removing their made in China and selling their merch as patriots. Military having a hard time recruiting men to serve because of obesity. Tim Kennedy talked about that years ago. He was on Rogan talking about that. Why are all your good shirts only left in 4X? Where is the new shirt version on your site? Carbon is the name, is the word I would search. Carbon. There's a search bar on the top right of every page, and put in carbon. We do 120 shirts, usually every Monday, and it's very rare that we ever rerun a shirt. But as far as all of our good shirts, this fucking around and find out shirt, I think is pretty badass. I've got mediums, I've got larges, I've got 4X, and I have 5X. Come and try it. Medium, large, extra large, 4X, 5X. I mean, we have shirts. Our website is set up that you can just put in your size and it will show you the inventory in only your size. Have we talked about the FBI raiding Trump? We mentioned, what do we know? We don't know anything, I don't think, other than the FBI has raided Mar-a-Lago. Was Trump there? I did not hear that. Quant is a European search engine. Right on, never heard of him. What time do I expect to go live tomorrow? 9? Right around 9 usually. Sometimes I come in late if there's some shit going on outside that takes longer than anticipated. You know, we have a ton of animals here. So my video guy, after working for a few months, he's like, you know, I've come to the realization that 5% of your videos or 5% of your day is actually normal shit, and the other 95 is taking care of broken things and unplanned things and things that the animals have caused. Am I stupid? How do I find that dump pouch? You look up Spent Mag. Spent Mag. They're probably sold out. Guys that are new here, and I know there's a lot of you. A lot of people are finding us from the Homestead Channel videos and stuff we've been doing, and co-videos we've been doing. I've been in business for 35 years, and I moved to the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. Like, I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. My town has 3,500 people. My county has 3,500 people. I hire everybody I can, and I can't get it. I own 52 sewing machines, and on the best of days, 20 of them run. I don't have bodies. So we build stuff, and I use a different marketing plan. I use scarcity marketing, and I am telling you things that other companies won't tell you, much less the CEO of those companies. I started this company 35 years ago. If I can build 100 backpacks, if I can sell 100 backpacks, and I know I can sell them this weekend, we're only building 75. Why? Because I don't have labor capacity to have product sit around on the shelf. So we build things, and we build less than I think I can sell, and it's hit it, quit it, on to the next thing. When you see black Spent Mags come up, and you're like, maybe I'll buy one this weekend, or maybe I'll wait and see if they run a sale. You won't see black Spent Mags for another 3 years, probably. Stay with me here. Russia invaded Ukraine because the key to the CERN collider was locked at Chernobyl. Jeremy, I would not, you could say the most far-fetched shit at this point, and I wouldn't say no way, right? Did we go to the moon? There's a lot of fucking reasons we didn't. What did we go into Iraq for, right? What was in the museums in Iraq? What did we immediately go to the museums and take? What about the fucking Stargates? There was one in Iraq. Where is it right now, right? Yeah, maybe we were there for that. But hidden in Chernobyl, I don't know. Change brakes on truck, mowed for 4 hours. Love working on my truck and mowing grass. Right on. Yeah, what's in Antarctica? I'm 100%, buddy. How about fucking Admiral Byrd, right? He came back on television, said we're never going to have to worry about minerals and fuel ever again. We met a race of people, took us into the earth. There's flying saucers. He said that shit on national syndicated television in front of the entire fucking population of the United States. Where'd that dude ever go? Whatever happened to that guy? He went with an aircraft carrier and 1,000 people and planes and everything, right? But he's a whack job, even though he led this expedition and they gave him all those assets. Am I on Telegram? I don't think I am. Maybe I am. I don't think so. Bear video at the expo, right on. Bear was the only person I personally invited to come that expo. I invited Kevin Dixie, the one before. I invited Bear to that one. This one I invited, I can't even remember who I've invited to this one. Transformers, maybe so. Question is the Earth being flat. Man never went to the moon. So it's kind of crazy that they say we went to the moon. And now NASA tells us we can't go to the moon because we can't get through the radiation belt, right? We've lost the telemetry. We destroyed the technology. Really? Really? You ever catch the white rabbit No, the white rabbits, there's actually 2 white rabbits out. There's a really, really cute little champagne colored rabbit out. That one I'll actually catch probably. And then Bugs is still out. Every now and then, because those, like the tractors will blow over or whatever. I've got some cages that need repaired where the babies can get out when they're real small. And like we've had rabbits get out that are probably 4 weeks old, and people are like, oh, you can't take a rabbit away from the mom till it's 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever, right? You hear all kinds of shit. I got rabbits that get out at 4 weeks old that are living in that pen in there, and they grow up into adult rabbits. So they do a lot of things. Like nature can do a lot more than human beings think they can do. I'm a whack job. Where's my aircraft carrier and army? Oh, but ISIS. Yeah. Tactical escape ninja rabbit. So I go through with a pellet rifle every now and then, shoot them. A couple months ago, living on a 500 square foot apartment in San Diego. Now living 5 acres in Texas. Good for you, Dan. I came from San Diego and moved here to Tennessee. I lived like Claremont, Kearney Mesa area. I lived in Tierra Santa, right? On the 15 up from kind of between Miramar and the stadium. Grew up running around out there in Camp Elliott. There's a Nike missile base we used to go out and play around in. Some Indian burial grounds out there. There was old pillboxes and fighting positions from like World War II training out there. Lived there as a child before the 52 was ever put in, so you used to have to drive down Mission Gorge to get to Santee. Lived in Lakeside for a little while. Grew up riding out in like Ocotillo Wells. Rode dirt bikes all around San Diego and SoCal. What's the story on the baby rabbit with no issue? One of the other rabbits ate their ears off. It's not a whole litter. It's 2 rabbits, and something chewed their ears off. That's very true about the lost space data. We can't do stuff we could in the 60s. So you believe it, or you believe they're saying it? Earth could be flat. I'm 50-50, not 100 convicted. But although always do believe the opposite of what the media... I believe that your government is always going to lie to you. When has your government told you something, and over the years as you got a little older, come to find out it's not at all true what they told you. I think your default should be dial it back 50%. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie. It's 100% outright a lie, or it's only 50% true. And they're always going to tell you something. Just think, how is this manipulating me? Go Fast Rocket Footage started making me wonder about flat Earth as well. First-hand knowledge that it's true. They found the computer, the telemetry, right? You know, they found that shit in some dude's basement, like a few years ago. And it was the machine, the computers and stuff, the tape machines, were in this dude's basement, and they didn't know how to, it was like the basement was made around the machine. Earth's elliptical, not round, not flat. Centrifugal force pulls harder at the equator, makes that shape. It's a donut. Out of all these comments, I like the, I lived in a 500 square foot apartment, the best. I met a couple at the last Self-Reliance Festival that only lives 15 minutes away. We're having a homestead meetup in Central Ohio, August 27th. That's fucking awesome, Bob. That's awesome. Did you put the ones without ears down? No, they're still out there. They're getting bigger. I will grab one and smack it on the side of the cage and throw it over the fence for my dogs to eat. Like, we feed dogs rabbits. We feed them whole every day. We breed a lot of rabbits, and there's over 100 rabbits here right now. And we use them for dog food. We continue to breed them when they have traits I like, when they're good moms, when they have big litters, when the babies grow quickly, right? I breed the rabbits that I want to breed. I consider it meat on the hoof. And I have so many rabbits right now that I'm supplement feeding. Even though we feed them on grass, I still feed them some pellet. I have so many rabbits right now to dispatch that I just bought another brand new freezer just to put them in. Operation High Jump, yeah. There's some great old video, I guess we'd call it movie back then, black and white high jump videos. You guys should check them out. They're like 90 minutes, and they're on YouTube. There was a ton of stuff, and you should also know, there's a ton of shit that was on YouTube that is no longer on YouTube. YouTube has removed it, or your government did. How's the sheep tractor? The sheep tractor is awesome. I do not have any sheep yet. The more upset I'm supposed to be, the less, where did that go? The less I will initially believe it, yeah. Hey, that is in a package because you're not supposed to be able to access it. He's got his own podcast, regular show devoted to conspiracy content. Risky. On any podcast app, look up Pulling the Thread. We did 126 episodes, back to back, 5 days a week, and then we stopped doing it. I can do that, but I need a co-host, right? I have a 5-second attention span. And if you ever see me in video, and I notice it myself, right? I interrupt a lot because when I have a thought in my head, if I don't speak it, it will be gone within 2 or 3 sentences of somebody saying something. So I have to work with somebody that can work with me. And I think that I'm kind of hard to work with in that aspect, right? Because you will say things that will trigger other thoughts or memories, and I have to put them out immediately, or they don't make it out. So I have to have somebody I can work with, and I also have to have somebody that can do that. And what you'll find is that I don't actually know a lot about anything. I just know some, and the reason that the show worked so well was because Scully knew something about fucking everything. I would just throw some shit out there and have no idea about it. And the way we did those shows a lot of times were we took the comments from the day before and we would print them out, right? Gabby would compile them and put them in bullet points, and we would read people's comments. Jeff would say something, I would say something, and then what would generally happen is if we didn't really know anything about it, the next day while I'm working, I would watch YouTube videos and get some information and start researching it, and we would unravel it, right? It's like we would picture it as a big blanket or a sweater, pulling the thread. We just pull it and it would unravel, you know, one line at a time. And that's why it's called pulling the thread. And we learned and researched as much as people listening to us probably did. And this audience here seems to know and have a lot more interest in that than the previous audience did. Pulling the thread, pulling the thread. Started my podcast YouTube channel and coming along nicely, right on. Kirby, how are you, man? Lake of the Ozarks, thunderstorm started, need the rain. We were supposed to get rain tonight. I don't think we got any yet. Amelia Earhart flew over the edge, just disappeared. You think that's what happened to her? I don't know that I've heard that. Poison ivy. We have poison ivy here. Makes me think about parallax with sunglasses and optics. Does the Earth look round because it's round, or because some people tell you it's under a bubble? Johnny's on his own podcast show devoted to, we read that. All right, guys. The optics, look pre-1958 Encyclopedia Britannica, and see what it says about Antarctica. Ooh, that'd be a good one, wouldn't it? All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good night. We got some videos that went live today on YouTube. If you're not seeing our videos and you are interested in them, go look for them. We put up, I think we put 5 videos up every day. I make posts on Instagram. I make posts on TikTok. If you're interested in product, and even if you're not, like if you're interested in the content, when our email goes out and when our text goes out, it has links to our social media and to our videos and stuff, right? So, but if you're interested in product and you're like, every time I go to buy this shit, when I see it on the video, it's always sold out, get on our text app, get on our email app. And you do that just by going to the website and you dwell there for a few seconds and it'll pop up. Now, if you get on our text app, don't be a little fucking crybaby when you get text. We are going to text you. It's going to happen. So you signed up for it. And you can unsubscribe really easy. And it's funny when people reply to the text and say shitty stuff. Sometimes we see it. When that happens, we just unsubscribe you. We usually don't even say anything. We literally block your IP address. You will never fucking be a customer again off of that internet. And then they want to email and go, hey, how come I stopped getting text? Oh, do you remember when you said, hey, why don't you build this other fucking thing, you douche, and stop fucking doing t-shirts, right? They're always surprised when there's a repercussion for their action. So remember, when you subscribe to our text app, we are going to text you. You're got a monkeypox vaccine. No, you want to see what's coming though? Let me show you. Let me show you my monkeypoxer. Stand by to stand by. Man, I got too many messages here. Hang on. So that's a patch and a sticker that are in motion right now. We have another one that's like G.I. Joe, says knowing is half the battle. Extreme Violence is the other half, is what it says. So we're putting that out as a shirt. Do I think Mick is going to make another run of S&Gs? Do you mean for Strider? I mean for SOE S&Gs? Yeah, we eventually will. Just subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. Consequences happen. I like that. If everybody operated as though what you did, if you operate as though every action you take has a consequence, people would live their lives. I would too. I would live my life differently. Angel Baron, where are you located, man? Not like what's your address, like what state are you in? And the monkeypox vaccine is what? It is the smallpox vaccine, right? It's the original smallpox vaccine. Can we pre-order? No, we don't do any pre-order stuff on the shirts. I don't make my shirts, and they're not under my control, so. Trying to break out of the mindset I'm trying to break out of the mindset that there are consequences. We can really do whatever we want. You can until you wrong somebody, and then there is a consequence. Yes, you can do whatever you want. There will be a consequence. It might be positive, it might be negative. You had the vaccine, you had the smallpox vaccine? Been using the SOE Strider knife daily. Carry it in my pocket. It now has a scratch. I guess I gotta throw it away. If there was a t-shirt cub, that would end up being fucked up and you wouldn't get a t-shirt, and now I'd owe you 2 t-shirts. This is much simpler. Like, you've been in this shop, you know what we're working with. Like, we're doing everything we can. If I had a t-shirt club, then I have to have a t-shirt every week, and some weeks we don't have a t-shirt. Operation Fishbowl, yep. Brian Blum's book on contracts. Started my own contracting business a few months ago, and I can totally say, motivated by your live videos, motivated me to get off my... Good, man. Awesome. That's fucking cool. Can we pre-order the G.I. Joe? We'll be ordering those. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.